Now, if Rick Ross could bless Meech more so than 50, because they wasn't really making no money off that show.
I can't believe a stand-up dude doing his time would suddenly say, I don't want to be here no more. I'm going to become a rat bastard.
Now, if Rick Ross could help Big Meech more than 50 Cent, considering they weren't really making much off that show, it's hard to believe that a stand-up guy like 50, back in his prime, would suddenly flip the script and turn into a rat. The tension between Lil Meech, 50 Cent, and Big Meech is getting real intense. If you haven't caught up, there's been some serious drama brewing, and 50 Cent isn't holding back. Recently, 50 has been calling out Big Meech for allegedly snitching, and that pushed Lil Meech over the edge. Then, on top of all that, Big Meech's Welcome Back Legacy concert got cancelled too. Things are heating up, and Lil Meech isn't about to let his dad's name get dragged. So, he confronted 50. If you don't know who Big Meech is, let me introduce you. Demetrius Big Meech. Flannery is the founder of the Black Mafia Family, BMF, one of the most infamous and successful drug trafficking and money laundering organizations in U.S. history. BMF made massive amounts of money in the 90s and early IGYC, 2000s, even forming connections in the hip-hop industry to clean up their drug money. Big Meech's name carried weight in both the streets and the rap game. In 2006, he and his brother were indicted in a federal RICO case out of Georgia. BMF was the first group to be labeled both a criminal organization and to have a member who was a shooting victim, Big Meech himself. He received a major gunshot, wound back in 2008, and later was sentenced to 30 years in prison for his role in BMF. Despite his sentence, Meech's influence never faded. With the rise of the BMF TV show produced by 50 Cent, Meech's life story became a cultural phenomenon. His son, Lil Meech, was even cast to play him. Fast forward to today, Big Meech is out of prison, and his legacy is still a hot topic, with people still discussing all the shady dealings from the past. Cent has had issues with both Big Meech and Lil Meech for a while now. His whole persona is built around being petty and not backing down. When Rick Ross and Big Meech linked up, 50 couldn't resist airing out all the dirty laundry. But things really took a turn when 50 started calling Big Meech a snitch. On February 13, the controversy reached a peak after the Big Meech benefit concert was promoted, but 50 Cent quickly responded by posting a rat emoji on Instagram. He even shared a picture of himself with Rick Ross and captioned it, "Put your back against the wall and slide down." But 50 wasn't just trolling. According to reports, Big Meech was allegedly linked to some shady dealings involving Tammy Cohen, an informant for the feds. Cohen supposedly helped Meech get out of prison early by cooperating with authorities and giving them information on others involved in the drug trade. Blue Da Vinci, a former BMF member, even claimed that Big Meech had cooperated with the authorities. When 50 Cent started calling Big Meech a snitch, Lil Meech wasn't going to let it slide. He posted some serious messages calling out 54, disrespecting his dad and for his shady behavior. Lil Meech went even further, sharing text messages that showed how 50 was trying to tarnish Big Meech's legacy. In those messages, Lil Meech confronted 50 about some personal issues, including how 50 had unfollowed him on Instagram and started managing Skilla Baby. Lil Meech explained how he introduced 50 to Skilla Baby when no one else knew who he was, and how hurt he was that 50 had turned on him. Lil Meech went on to say, "I can't believe this, man. You act like I'm your enemy. I've always shown you love and loyalty, but you switched up on me." The real bombshell came when Lil Meech talked about his dad's business relationship with 50's rival, Rick Ross. He explained it wasn't personal, it was about money. He said, "F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread to cover his bills until our next season starts," referring to the hit show BMF. But of course 50 Cent didn't show any sympathy. Instead, he fired back with more trolling on Instagram. He posted a message mocking Lil Meech, saying, "What's next, little ninja?" implying he could easily recast him or even cancel the show entirely. 50 went even further, mocking Lil Meech, with a suggestion that he might end up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, even offering to call Mona Scott Young, the producer of the show. 50 Cent's trolling didn't stop there. After the Big Meech Welcome Back concert was cancelled, 50 shared an AI-generated video on Instagram showing Big Meech and Lil Meech's faces inserted into a reality TV scene of a father-son argument. He also posted a clip from the BMF series, where his character confronts Lil Meech's character about Big Meech's supposed guilt. But when people started dragging him, 50 quickly denied any involvement, posting, "I had nothing to do with this. Please stop calling my phone. I hope you have a nice day today. Happy Valentine's Day." Despite his denial, sources close to both Big Meech and Lil Meech believe that 50 Cent was behind the concert's cancellation, and they're not letting it slide. The internet has been buzzing with opinions on the whole drama, with some fans saying this is a big L for 50. One comment even said, "50 shows me every day why they shot this guy 9 times. Others believe Lil Meech is just caught up in something bigger, saying, "Lil Meech thinks 50 loves him, but 50 hates his own son. So, what do you think? Is 50 Cent just trolling, or is there something deeper behind his attacks on Big Meech and his legacy? Is Lil Meech right to defend his father, or is there more to this story than we know? Could all of this drama be tied to larger forces at play in the music industry?" Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real stories straight from the streets.